What is up guys, it's your boy Swole. I'm here back with another World of Warcraft video for Classic WoW. Now today we're talking about the fresh Classic WoW servers, and if you haven't been caught up yet, well, we have fresh servers coming out on November 21st. That is only a few days away at this point, like 4 or 5 days away from this current moment, which means fresh servers are coming out very soon. We are getting fresh mega servers for Classic WoW, where we're looking at one server of every single type for each region, so one PvE server, one PvP server, and one hardcore server as well. So here's the thing, the fresh PvE servers and the fresh PvP servers, they will be progression servers, meaning they will go into TBC as well in roughly 14 months after the release of these servers. So we're looking at early 2026 or something like that for the TBC server, or the TBC expansion. So these servers, if you only want to play TBC, you can use this time to prepare yourself for TBC and level up alts for TBC, for example. These servers could be incredibly popular. Now, the fresh hardcore server has been, Blizzard have stated that server will not go into TBC, and Blizzard's reason for that is that they feel like TBC is not friendly to the hardcore environment, and hardcore was more designed for vanilla WoW, which I'm not sure if I agree with. I would love to try out hardcore in TBC, and I feel like why not just give us that option? But I'm not going to talk too much about that in this video. For this video, we are starting off by answering some questions. So question number 1 is, will I be playing on these fresh Classic WoW servers? And the answer is yes. I mean, I've been playing Classic WoW since it came out, and I've been making Classic WoW content since half a year before Classic WoW came out. We started doing Classic WoW guides half a year in advance. When the beta happened, the PTR happened, both the open beta and the closed beta for Classic WoW, and I've really been enjoying Classic WoW. I have obviously taken a break for the last about half a year now to make more content for retail, and the plan is to not abandon retail. I love retail, I'm still playing the War Within a lot, by the way. The plan is to take a little bit of a break from the War Within and focus on Classic one more time. So the plan is to take like a 2-week break from retail and get to level 60 in Classic, and I'm not going to completely no life in Classic. What I want to do here is have 1 or 2 level 60s, make some content, gold making content, gold farming content, investment content, bot investigation content, the regular Solheim content that you guys are used to. I want to kind of recreate this time around in a fresh environment, which is something I've been asking for a very long time. We have had the Classic Era, but the thing is, if you went back to Classic Era after 2021, it's been ridden by people having way too much gold. People copied their characters to Classic Era when they went to TBC, and because of that, we have hundreds of thousands of gold, even millions in the market. So if you're brand new to Classic WoW at the moment, and you join Classic Era, you will see people around you have way too much gold that they can spend on pretty much everything. You can get your mount super fast because of inflation, and inflation is a big word here, and that's kind of why I really like these fresh servers, because it provides you with the environment that Classic WoW should be. If you join Classic Era, you can farm herbalism for 1 hour and make 1,000 gold, and then get 1,000 gold and buy an epic mount for that 1,000 gold. As an example, in a fresh environment, you will more likely make about 30 to 50 gold per hour, so getting 1,000 gold will take a lot of time, and it's more the way it should be, and I say that with quotation marks, the way it should be. I am very hyped for fresh servers. I've been asking for it for a while, and I could not be more happy that we're getting them now. In addition to that, when Classic WoW came out in 2019, we had no idea that we were going to go into the Burning Crusade and later into Wrath and into Cataclysm and MOP, but who cares about those two? But we had no idea where those servers were going. We could speculate, but this time around we know for a fact that these progression servers, the PvE and PvP servers, they will go into TBC, and we can speculate that they go into Wrath as well. Now that by itself just makes me even more excited for these servers, because let's just pretend that I don't care about vanilla WoW and I only want to play TBC. I would still play these fresh servers to prepare myself for TBC, and if you are a TBC enjoyer, you can for example use the next 2 weeks to level up with the crowd just for the hype phase, right? And then you can take several months break and come back in like AQ or Noxramas to gear yourself up and prepare yourself for TBC, because you know TBC will be coming out on these servers. They are progression servers. So with that answered, there's one more question I've seen. Well, first of all, will I play? The answer is yes. I've been talking about why right now. Like, I will be playing, and I'll be playing at launch. The plan is to stream everything as well, live on Twitch, and maybe on YouTube as well, so like a dual stream to both YouTube and Twitch when the service comes out, and I'll be leveling quite hard. I do plan to still go to the gym, keep a somewhat healthy sleep schedule and stuff like that, but for the first day, the plan is to go 24 hours, because when a server comes out, I'm just way too hyped, and I can't go to sleep. Also, the service comes out at 11 PM over here, so like, how am I going to go to sleep when the service comes out 1 hour before midnight? There's just no way I'm going to sleep that night anyway. So with that being said, yes, I will play. Question number 2 is, where will I play? Now, in Classic WoW, I played on a PvP server. In Season of Discovery, I played on a PvP server. This time around, I will 100% play on a PvE server. I have been on PvP every single time I played Classic WoW, and it's time to make a change. And I kinda told myself this back in Classic WoW, that I would never do PvP again just because it was horrible, and I didn't really like the experience at all. And I went back on my word in Season of Discovery and went PvP again, and I told myself again, another time, that I would never go on to PvP again, and this time I am sticking to that. We are choosing PvE this time, knowing that I'll be losing out on open world PvP, but I feel like what I'm gaining definitely beats what I'm losing out on, and for me as a casual gamer, it just makes more sense, and I make this decision knowing that PvP servers are likely going to be the most popular ones. I just don't like the open world, the open world PvP thing. It's never really been it for me, especially when I know how it works. Like, in an ideal world, if you're a level 60, Naxxramas geared character, fighting a level 60 Naxxramas geared character, like 1v1, and you both have the same gear, I don't mind that at all, that's just fun. But what always happens, in my experience, is that there's a level 60 undead rogue that only, and I mean only, kills players that are under level 50. Like, only. If he sees a level 60, he will run. He will run so far and so fast, but anytime he can gank someone who's lower level than him, he will take that option every single time. And even while you're leveling, if you're level 35, you will get ganked by level 40s. And if you're higher level than them, they will leave you alone, and I'm just so tired of the open world PvP. I don't need it. So for me, I'll be playing on PvE servers, but I will start on hardcore servers. And my line of thinking here is that if you die on hardcore in these fresh hardcore servers, you will have the option, confirmed by Blizzard by the way, to transfer over to the other classic fresh progression servers, but only the PvE one. So if you are playing on PvE anyway, you can start on hardcore servers, and if you die, or even if you don't die, like if at any point, whether you are alive or dead, you want to transfer over to the PvE server, you can do so for free. So the way I'm thinking is that anyone who wants to play on the PvE server can also start on the hardcore server if they want to like participate in the hardcore rush, the hardcore journey, or just give themselves a challenge while they're leveling. And for me, I'm not in a rush to get to level 60, so for me I'm just going to do that hardcore challenge and try to get to level 60, as I have done multiple times in the past on hardcore, and if I happen to make a mistake and die, that's fine. I can then just transfer for free to the PvE server and continue my fresh journey over there. Now, as of right now, I have not decided which class or even which faction I'm going to play. I'm leaning towards Alliance, but here's the thing, I have always played Alliance, so for me, when I'm playing Classic WoW, like, a big reason why a lot of us do play Classic WoW is for nostalgia reasons. All of my nostalgia in Classic WoW is tied to the Alliance. We have the Alliance cities, the Alliance quests, we have dead mines, right? Things like that. So for me, being Alliance is a big part of that nostalgia factor. That being said, I have never leveled a horde in Classic WoW past level 25, I think. So for me, there's a lot of new things on the horde side that I could explore. Now, being on a PvE server, I can definitely play both, so I can start as an Alliance character, for example, and I can make a horde later down the line. But I just wanted to like mention this because I want to hear what you guys are playing, so let me know in the comments which class you're playing and which faction you are playing. Like, for example, a Orc Rogue. That way we know your race, we know your class, we know your faction. And I would love to see kind of how many Alliance people are watching my content versus how many Horde people are watching my content as well. Just to give me kind of a nudge towards which faction I should go for. Once again, I am leaning a little bit towards Alliance here, but I would love Horde to play something new, and also to play Shaman. Of course, Shaman. Now, in addition to that, my plans are to make a bunch of Classic WoW gold making content for these fresh Classic WoW servers, so if you haven't checked it out yet, then check out my ultimate Classic WoW gold making guide through the link down below, and don't worry, if you played on the previous hardcore servers and you had the guide back then, or if you had the guide during Season of Discovery, for example, this is the same one. It is the ultimate Classic WoW gold making guide for the vanilla WoW universe, so for anything vanilla WoW, this will be the guide for that, and when you have this guide, you get early access to content, exclusive content, and you get the guide itself covering how to both farm gold, make gold, and invest for gold as well. And once again, we'll be having multiple videos coming out about this as well, which you will have early access to by having this guide. Alternatively, you can become a supporter on Patreon through the link down below and get early access that way as well, if you don't want to get the guide. Either way, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, and let me know which faction and class you are playing once again in the comments down below as well. Thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.